Well, hi, welcome back to the Eos. It is about, I think, 2 days later? Yeah, sounds about right. And I decided I'm gonna just see if I can get stuff out of the trunk that is still locked. So I started just going in there, reaching for things, and already finding some oil from the hydraulic system. But on the plus side, I found it on this. And this is apparently the protective cover. The protective cover for the car in case the roof fails. Ironically, there's apparently no way to mechanically close the sunroof or the convertible roof when the car, like when the roof fails and you're on the road. So what they tell you is drive somewhere, wherever you can park it, and then put that on there. It's literally just like a half car cover kind of deal. And I think in 2010 is when they decided, okay, let's actually implement like a emergency mechanism kind of deal. So with a facelift or whatever that was. And yeah, so this car does not have that. So having that cover might actually be not a bad thing based on the history of this car. So I've been reaching in there. I got out this piece of trim, what that's from, and pillar trim, which looks horrible, because why wouldn't it? And yeah, there's not a whole lot of light in there. I'm using a flashlight here on the work phone. All this stuff is pretty big and not super flexible. This looks a bit more flexible, but it also goes into, I don't know, it goes off somewhere around the corner. I don't even know. I don't want to rip pieces apart, you know. So it's gonna be interesting. Well, I actually got that piece out. As you can see, it's, I presume, like trunk floor or something, and didn't get ripped into pieces, so I'm happy about that. And, well, there's many more pieces. I found more pieces. Well, I got more pieces out, as you can see, like a bunch of little various trim pieces, including this cover here, which is, I think, goes actually up here. Something like that, and it like pops open or something, because I've seen that somewhere before in a video or something. Yeah, that's that. And what I saw now in here, aside from having a bit more light and space to see things now, see wiring and stuff, what I saw around the corner here is broken glass pieces. I believe the old sunroof might have splittered. I don't know. In fact, I am supposed to actually pick up the sunroof, the old sunroof from the previous owner, which makes me wonder what condition it is in, since I do have the roof, but not the sunroof. Well, I take back what I just said about that one piece out there, because I believe this is the part that goes right there. Although the other one looks like, yeah, I mean, that's the same part over here. Obviously this other part does go somewhere similar, maybe in the trunk somewhere? Don't know. Well, that was a lot of unnecessary fun. And yeah, it's open. Would you look at that? An empty trunk, mostly. Got some more small pieces out, and all of this stuff, left and right compartments. I think this is like the limiting cover that goes like in here, the shelf where the sunroof sits on top. I'm just assuming that, pure guessing. Trunk liner or trunk lid liner, floor mat, and this is what looks like actually the headliner, sunroof headliner from the old sunroof. I believe that's that, although maybe not. This actually looks different. This doesn't have any slots in it, and it might be a bit too long. I don't know. Good question. What that might be then. Maybe it's just a different version, but it really looks like it. It's not in the greatest of all shapes. Might be fixable, cleanable, I don't know. But it's here, it's mine. It kind of looks like that though, and it's curved like the roof. So I kind of believe that is just a different version of that. Maybe. I'll have to research that. In here, what do we have? Oh boy. Yeah, that's some of the glass I mentioned that I saw. Little glass pieces, and this is black glass, which means it is from like a rear window like this blacked out piece, or on the sunroof possibly. Could also be just have been in there forever because there's really not much. I think there's a few splitters over there and a couple in this corner really only. Anyhow, things I noticed. Let's put this here. Things I noticed. First things first. This looks like a switch with a zip tie on it. With a zip tie that slipped off. It looks like an improvised make sure the sensor sees it's closed kind of deal. This might be something to do with a not opening trunk. Maybe even roof. I don't know. I'll have a look at that. So I'll put that back on. I'll have to figure out where that goes. Okay, random harness. Nice. Ugh. Sticky. Pump. The pump reservoir also looks pretty empty. I have no idea how full this needs to be. No idea what needs to go in there. Well, looks like it's black on the bottom. Can't see anything. I will look around there. There's some random screws over here, big fat bolts to be precise, and things and bits, some more glass pieces. The car just randomly started doing this. I think that's a clicking I heard before. It's definitely the pump. And it's trying to do something, and I believe after some amount of minutes the roof automatically tries to close itself. This might be that. I don't know. Well, I'll just disconnect the battery. Probably have to do that anyway to get the windows back up, and then and it stopped. And then I will continue taking pictures of all the connectors, all the things and everything that has possibly something to do with the roof. And I'll go online and research. Because I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'll be honest. One more detail I'm wondering about now is it has these little spring-loaded dampers on the trunk lid. This one is missing. And it sits higher on this side than on that side. I wonder if that is maybe related to it not wanting to open or something. I know this is the mechanism I can hear when I pull on that string. Oh, I wonder if I can reach that from here. Probably can. Well, let's try that again without blocking the camera. What's that? Okay, so that is the trunk release, and oh, there we go. Where is it? What's making noises? Car, are you trying to talk to me? Oh, the roof is overheating again. Nice. Well, everything is out of the car, I think. All the carpet bits, all the big chunks. This is, I presume, part of this old sunroof visor thingy, doodad. Interior bits and parts and bobs. Probably a holder for ECUs of some sort in the trunk, or something, I don't know. These flaps that I don't exactly know where they go yet. Obviously somewhere in the trunk, I guess, or in the roof area, like where the roof goes into the side panels. Everything out of the interior that was loose is gone, including all the bolts and all the nuts and all the things. It's gonna be amazing to find a spot in the home for all of these. I'm especially curious about What the f is that and where's it from? It has possibly a part number on it, but yeah, I don't know, solid metal, double gear doodad, no idea. Also some what looks like more struts of the sunroof or the old roof. Well, I'm not sure where they would be missing on this, but these are solid metal thingies with like pretty big screws, bolts, nuts, whatever attachment points, and some felt liner like around the sunroof. So yeah, also free screwdriver, free flathead adapter, pencils, sticky notes, and motherload 10mm socket, a free one. Guess this car was already worth buying. Got a 10mm socket out of it, and a lot of random parts. Oh, found the second one of those, so I guess those go where the cables go through the chassis, so I guess that's explained because it's literally just some foam balled up in there. Nothing else. Get our dome light assembly here, and that's about it. I will see if I can roll the windows up again, which means probably just disconnect the battery. So I'll do that. Well, I found what looks like a hall sensor. It says HS13, and obviously the little plastic, which was already bent, snapped straight in half. I'll have to look this up, but this is part of the loom that goes, what looks like, over to the roof. Yeah, so I'm wondering if this should be sitting somewhere. Maybe up there, I have no idea, somewhere where it detects whether something is in position or not. And well, right now it's obviously not doing that job, not even a little bit. Also, Jesus Christ, look at that C-clip. Oh, it's all sticky down here. Let's put that away. Oh boy, that's a big one. I'm really looking forward to Sunday, because if everything works out, I will have somebody that also happens to own an Eos and happens to own VCDS come over, and he is planning on coming here and having a look at all the problems, errors it's throwing, and all the error messages and the position errors, sensor errors, and all that good stuff. So that's my hope right now, that he will hopefully be able to give me at least some like first starting points, like where does HS13 go, for example. Because I'm pretty sure this is not factory wiring. I keep finding funny things, like I was wondering whether there was duct tape here on the housing of the trunk lock, and well, it turns out because the housing of the trunk lock is like the tabs are broken, so somebody looked into it and obviously tried to do something. Focus, you lovely part, thank you. And also this, I think, is the trunk release doodad. Yeah, you can follow there if you want to, or you can not. This goes in here, sits here, and is being pushed by this, which is that puller, the emergency release. Apparently it does something, but I'm not sure how, based on this looks like it would have some cable in it, but I might be mistaken. Or should have. I also don't see a cable anywhere here. Might be somewhere else, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to look up online how this is supposed to look, and then go from there. Well, I buttoned it all up, and I decided it's good enough for today. Everything is empty. I took pictures. I disconnected the battery to put the windows up again, and put it back on there. And now I'm going to do all the researching I can regarding all the questions that came up, including still trunk, still won't open on its own, still won't open with a key fob, still doesn't open like this. I can hear the micro switch click and switch. I also can see still not aligned properly on this side, at least this side. A bit better in terms of this way, but that gap looks, even by VW standards, a bit big. Well, this is pretty narrow, so don't think it's that. But progress is made. Found some tools. Apparently the alarm system works, maybe? Who knows? Progress is made. It's still in pieces. Pieces out of the car now. And I can have a look at all the connectors, sensors, and just cross-reference them with with stuff I see online. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking for reference material now to hopefully turn this puzzle back into a car, and then that's gonna be that. See you next one.